Here we are for the final day of matches. So we're ranked 566. We have no shot at a top 100, unfortunately. So we'll just go in and have our fun. Now, there is a change that I'm thinking would be a good thing for our team, and it would be starting in the corner. And after watching my previous matches with this team, I feel like what usually is my problem is that I get rushed and I don't have time to do what I want to do. So if I just have the other guys grouped together at the start, that is going to increase our overall performance, I hope. So that's what we're going for this time. So we've changed the starting positions and we'll be going. And Zakyap87, my cloud pull was a little bit insane. I was aiming for the VC, but since the VC was featured on Cloud's banner, I went for one pity on that. Got them both on the second pull and just walked away after spending 4k. That was a little bit insane. So let's go in. We are fighting Genzel, who's playing the Black Witch. That's not too good for us because we're better against physical than magical attacks. Oh no, go ahead, HK Price. If you want to post your friend code, I'm all for that. So it's not... It's probably a Keenblade team, but it doesn't... Oh, what? No, it's not. This guy has move 3 on King Mont? What? Okay. I guess that's a thing. 10k HP though. Uses Revitalize, so their King Mont could be dropping a Keenblade Berserk or something. That still seems weird. Wait, why do 630 attack? He's all about that tankiness. Black Witch, 1300 magic, has a barrier, so she's gonna be hard to kill. Okay, okay. We're gonna use our Knight's Blessing right here. Yeah, he probably has his card, right? Let's see, there is a Zazan, not... Yeah, if our team gets Berserked, it's bad, but it's not as bad as it might seem, because both Moore and Elsie's basic attacks scale off of magic. Yeah, I think this enemy team looks a little bit underplanned, but we'll see. Sometimes I'm surprised. So, Immortal Spirit, then we can afford to stay in place. They're the ones that want to close in, and we have really good buffs to cast. So Nibble Movement is also going to be pretty strong. Then from this position, I should be able, after they advance one more turn, to go in and attack. But let's see the range from this guy. I'm going to stay back because he could be doing a Keenblade Zazan turn. And if he does that, then he'll play before me, and he'll be in range to charm. Well, he could still be pulling it off, though, to be honest. So, let's see. Yeah, they have Golem. That kind of surprises me. Uses... Oh, okay, so this guy doesn't have Keenblade. King Mont doesn't have Keenblade, so they just don't overall. Do I want a friend too, Mr. Raindale? Yes, I want friends. But I'm not sure I'm going to add somebody while I'm doing a match, so you should wait a little bit before sending me that link. You know what? I'll cast it here on the panel. And then Summer Elsie can move here and start casting her thingy. Will Moore play before? Yes, perfect. So, like this. Then we will be able to cast every single one of the buffs we want, and we'll be there. Business is business. I do have a couple friend slots free. I believe I freed quite a few of them last time. So adding more viewers is a lot more fun. It's funny because when I was YouTubing, I never took the time to do that. And now that I have friends that I know in my list, I'm always using them. So it's a lot more fun. Okay, enemy Black Witch is in position. What is she going to do? King Mont moves in. He's ready to fight. I could actually just forego the buff on Moore and immediately go for King Mont. But no, I think I want to cast all my buffs first. Although we might end up being grouped in front of the Black Witch, and that's a bit scary. Let's see what I would do if I Jam and Thrust. It's not killing. Same goes if I go for the Black Witch, I guess. Yeah, it's far from being a kill. I'll take the chance that will be good. And hopefully our Heartlight Needles is enough to give us pretty good damage. So we get Tidal Calling, now we have tons of attack, we get Speed Force, which is going to help us in terms of agility. And we have Heartlight Needles. We should be in our kill zone here. So Black Witch is going to go very soon. That is scary. We might end up losing Elsie because of that. That kind of makes me not want to quicken Elsie, to be honest. But yeah, I don't think Elsie is going to survive. So instead, I'm just going to cast Shell onto more. Skip my turn. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, here's the thing. Their Zazan can't reach yet. Their Black Witch can go here, though, and cast something onto her. Or if she has Arithmetician, she could use Darkra onto 2 of my units. That's probably what she'll do. If she doesn't kill Elsie, then... Okay, that did not kill Elsie. So now Black Witch dies, which is pretty good for us. Or we could maybe go for King Mont, but I feel like it's better to go for Elsie. Yep. So, the Vitalizing Glint does pretty crazy damage, and I don't have to move, so I'm saving some CT. That's pretty good. 99% hit chance, I'll take that. Got the hit, perfect. Elsie can stay in position. So it would have been good to quicken Elsie, but I thought she would be dead. And then from here, yeah, Helena is definitely the bigger threat. Now, Zazan is in range to start charming me though, right? Yeah, he will be. So I have to be wary of that. I'll finish off the Black Witch. And then hopefully I can quicken one of my guys to kill Zazan before he goes. Let's see what happens. So King Mont cannot charm. He could use his slash attack move, but as a fire unit against my water ladies, I don't feel like he's as big of a threat. What's the cool animation on skill? Is that the recommended skill feature? Yeah, that's the recommended skill feature, HK Price. The reason I use it is the recommended skill feature knows if you're going to crit. So if they recommend an ability that would normally not kill the enemy team, you know you're going to crit ahead of time, and if you select it, it's going to be a kill. It's really dumb and should definitely not work this way, in my opinion. But that's the way it works, so we're going to leverage that, I guess. So yeah, it's a little bit weird. Yeah, it should not work in PvP for sure. So we really don't have our turns aligned really well, but that's fine. At least we can cast a Protect on her, so she'll be harder to kill. Then King Mont plays again. Okay, Mont has time. All our guys has time to play before Zazan gets another turn, so I think we're good. That guy has too low of an agility to do his job. We could either move back out of range of his charm. Why are you running away, buddy? I've already won the match. If you're running away, then you instantly lose. Okay. Even if Mont zerks, Elsira will end him with a normal attack. Yeah, that could be the case. So Elsie can't reach, which is a bit unfortunate. So at that point, going for max HP, he can't. You have the first, basically, thing is who has the most people alive, and then it's who has the most HP. So he can't just decide to go for that. If I'm here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I can hit. Probably Jamming Thrust is enough. There we go. So Zazan goes down. And then what? You were confused about what he was doing there? Well, I mean, he just wants to perhaps go for a chance at me disconnecting or something. That has to be what he's thinking, because there's no way he wins a straight-up fight at that point. I'll give him the chance of Berserk. Actually, it would have been better to use the Vitalizing Glint. Sorry, Law of Due Absorption there, because it would have reduced his counter chance and healed me back a little bit. I just went a little bit too quickly in my Devitalizing Glint decision, but that was not the right one. Esper Summon an LB strategy? Maybe, but I think he's just messing around at that point, because he's not really doing anything. Do we finally line up a Quicken? No, we don't. But we can line it up with the other one. Yeah, I mean, he's just messing around because he knows the match is over. Oh, sorry about that. probably not that fun on the mic. It gets the quicken. C'est un vaisseau? Bonne journée, mon amour. Oh, unfortunately we don't reach. Oh, he left. Okay. So, match number 1 is done. It was a little bit of a weird one, but there we go. So, going on for match number 2. First one went really well. Let's see what's going to happen here. I like the corner strategy a little bit more. I think it's easier to get our buffs up before we meet the enemy team. And it feels to me like 90% of the players are all starting in the middle. Wait, Zalk, why would we meet? I feel like I just got sniped. Don't you usually do your matches in slot 2? So that's Phoebe, Vinera, and Duane. Oh, and we're right in front of them. I don't know if Zalk is sniping, though. I have no idea, but it's fine either way. So that's a Vinera. Okay, it's going to be a very threatening enemy team. They have very high damage and very high agility paired together. And since their Phoebe plays before ours, they could be getting an immediate quicken if they wanted to. Now, their Duane does not have jump up, so unless he's a Dragoon Duane and has the ability to increase their jump, he'll struggle a little bit with crossing over the other side of the map. Pretty sure he's a Dragoon though. It would make more sense if that was it. Vinera can cross. She's already gotten a Crystal, so she will have a ton of AP. Now, what is Phoebe casting? Is that a Speed Force or a Duane Quicken immediately? I don't know. But since their Phoebe moved, if mine doesn't, I might end up being a bit faster on the second turn. Yes, I will be, so I'm not going to move my Phoebe for that reason. Now, I can potentially get a Quicken before they do, which would be very important. I'll use Immortal Spirit. They do have a way to remove re-raise, but no way to remove this, so it's going to be a bit easier for me. At that point, should I move forward? I don't know. I feel like I'll move just one square here, so I can give my buff to everybody. Yeah, let's do that. So what is Duane's sub-job? Is he going to use Dragoon Standard immediately and then get quickened? I feel like that's probably what we're going to see. So he's considering his damage over Summer Elsie right now. Chooses not to do that, interestingly enough. So he's moving with his other guys. No Dragoon Standard just yet, but he did not reveal his sub-job to us. So we still don't know. Uses Keenblade, so that's very interesting. Now their team will play very shortly. Vinera could be getting... it's probably not a Vinera Quicken, because she's just about to play, so it would be a bit of a waste. But I don't know what it is, if it isn't. I'm going to use Nimble Movement immediately with her, because I feel like that's going to be a must for our team. And I'll save some CT, because I don't know what's going to happen the second we meet their team. So it was a Quicken on Duane. Now Duane gets another turn, but he still doesn't have a lot of jump. So he can move here, but not hit us. What is he going to do? They've used one of the 3 Phoebe. He does have Dragoon Standard, so now he's going to be very mobile. He'll be able to reach a position that's harder for me to hit. So it's a pretty good overall strategy. And he has some magic resistance because they're running Omega VC, so we could be in trouble here. Let's see what happens. What is his 40% magic resistance? Yep, that's going to be a bit scary. If she's Gunner sub, she could be able to hit more of our guys one shot. Oh, here's another person I need to ban from the chat. I keep forgetting how to do that. Yep, there we go. Dual trigger. Oh, that's actually very decent damage from that unit, so it's a little bit scary. Let's see what happens here. Oh wow, their Phoebe ends up playing before ours. What's our current CT? 67 somehow. Oh, that's because of Keenblade. So they are getting another Quicken off on Duane immediately thanks to the Keenblade. That's a pretty strong strat. Yeah, that was a bot. So because of that, he could be getting a kill right now. He has a barrier breaking ability and a ton of offense and gets a double kill basically because he landed the disable on Summer Elsie. At that point, our match is over. There is no way we can win because we don't really have a means of hitting. I just messed up my video, right? Gosh. There's no way for us to hit more if we don't have the guaranteed hits. And look at the damage we're doing on their Duane. So this is done. Well played to the Keen Blade into faster quicken strategy. There was nothing much we could have done there, I think. It's just an overall stronger strat, and something I did not plan for. Yeah, it's a magic chunky Duane, and look at that. Like, that would have killed LC without the spirit up, but LC is just not tanky enough to make it at that point. So I'll just try to make my game a bit bigger again. I don't know how I managed to make that smaller, but that was not my intention. So LC goes down, and then they just need to take out more. We're gonna get the right screen size at some point. I think that's it. So, they can layer another Quicken with Vinera this time. Vinera gets her extra turn. I don't know whether that was a stream snipe or not, to be honest. Zalk can be doing his matches at any point. But his strat definitely destroys ours. Well, it's really just the power of Keenblade into the faster Phoebe. I wonder, his Phoebe has 96 agility. What is ours agility? 95. So they were basically the same speed, but they got a pretty good team. Oh yeah, the 40% magic resistance Duane against a magic team is also a pretty solid advantage. But well played, Duane. Duane White. Well played, Zalk. Definitely destroyed our magic team. So moving on to match number 3 after a very convincing victory by Zalk. Let's see what we can make happen in this one. Yeah, I'm still thinking about the previous match, thinking what I could have done that might have been better, but I'll really have to watch it again. Hello, Buenja Boy. What did you miss from the polls? So I ended up doing my polls on the Cloud banner because there was a chance to get the VC in the Cloud banner, but if I did the VC guaranteed polls, there was basically no chance to get the units I wanted. So while I was doing that, I did 2 polls, and on the second one, I got both the VC and Cloud. So I was like, okay, that's gonna be it.
I see the ebb and flow.
30s. Yeah, oh, wow. But yeah, that was pretty insane. So this time we are fighting a auto team, so it's going to be a little bit different from usual. I luck-sacked all of you. Yeah, I luck-sacked myself from previous poll sessions as well. That was just not normal. But I'm not gonna complain. So, what is this enemy team's strategy? I know they're running one guy. If I want to watch your polls later, better give you some of the luck. I will give you my remaining luck. For sure, Eon. It'll be my pleasure. So we're gonna have nimble movement up and stay in place so that we can get speed force.
I will steady.
Then we'll layer in the speed force as I was saying, and then we'll be good to meet them and kill them. Battle calling. I like how if this team has time to buff, they basically triple their strength. It's a huge difference. So Dark and Focus, Duane is not going to miss any attack he does, but he still doesn't reach as far as I know. So I have one more turn to cast buffs. Why not throw the Heartlight Needles then? I wish I was casting it on LC, but that would require me to advance, and it would likely lead to me being killed. So I don't think that's really worth it. So get this, great, into Speed Force, even better. And then what? So, Duane Dark Mental moves in, and then, yeah, we're ready to hit him.
Time favors you.
Let's see how much LC... Well, wait. LC, you don't want to get into the Black Rose's range. So we're going to use Law of Geoassimilation. See, yeah, 44k is really not bad from LC. What is this Duane's magic resistance, though? Because I want to see how much damage I would have done on 38 Spirit... and 50% magic resistance. So he's even more magic resistant than Zox. So yeah, it would have been pretty good damage overall. That highlight is cool. Yeah, initially I had a lot of trouble figuring it out, but now that I'm using it, I feel like it is actually pretty strong. So Phoebe gets first Quicken into Moore, but the Black Witch will play before Moore takes her second turn. Oh my. Well, that is going to be a kill with both attacks one into the other, so I'm going to use it. Because Astral Guidance isn't going to hit that hard, but it is going to increase the Law of Geoassimilation that's going to hit right after, which will now be a kill. So let's see what the Black Witch does. She's going to move down the middle line. Oh, try to heal. Okay. I don't think that's going to have a major impact though. So Law of Geoassimilation is cast. It now deals 8,000 because of the reduced resistances. So that is pretty good. And then we're moving on to the enemy Black Witch, and the best ability to use is actually Light of Spell Sealing if we could lend it, but we can't, so we're just going to Jamming Thrust her. Now that Black Witch is also pretty resistant to magic, so it's going to take a while before she goes down. Let's see what we can do with that. If I try to quicken my LC, yeah, she is going to have a chance to get in. Black Rose Helena isn't going to do much against Moore too. Yeah, in terms of survivability, I think we're doing fine. I'll just shell, I believe, my Elsie, because Elsie is going to die very easily. Oh no, you know what? I can quicken Elsie because she has Courage, so we'll go for that. That's what you're expecting when Duane gets buffed by Elsie? Yeah, it's a pretty crazy amount of damage. You know what? I just need to reach. I already have Immortal Spirit, so I'm not going to get killed in a single hit. So, let's just start moving. We will get hit by a single AoE by them, so that's pretty scary. But... oh! Well, that's not what I was expecting at all. Actually, we might end up losing this match now. Let's see. Maybe not. Because I'll just Dreamy Typhoon my own girl, I don't care. I can't? Well, I can, but it has to be in a different angle. I'll move here, and then I'll drop it like this. So that I kill the Charmer and hit my Moore. It hits Moore surprisingly hard, though. I don't really like that. You like my team very much. It's bold in the world of Frederica's. Yeah. It's not necessarily a good competitive option, but it's a very fun and different team from everything else I see, which is something I like a lot. So Moore barely survives the second attack, still has some AP, which is really good for her, and now she'll be able to land the Light of Spell Sealing, if I wanted her to. But I think if she does that, she's gonna hit Elsie, which makes it not worth. So because of that, we'll just use the Jamming Thrust. Yeah, I'm expecting next class match season to be basically Cloud and Frederica all around. Maybe not, because there will still be some Earth players, but barring that, yeah, we're gonna see the same thing again and again. Quicken can land, so we'll do that. Give Moore the extra turn, and then finish off the Black Witch. It still took us, I think, 3 attacks to kill her, so she was really tanky against magical attacks. So, well, you know what, a win against Odo is a win against Odo, but at least we got it. Yeah, next season is going to be an interesting one. I'm planning to run To Be and Tifa, though. I've been waiting for that team for a long time. So we are in queue for match number 3, and another Odo. Looks like we're getting a bunch of Odo today. I should disable that, but I'm sure if I disable the Odo matching, then next season I'll forget to turn it back on, and I'll be super sad. You're gonna run an Ice Squad, gonna hunt all the teams? Well, Fire will not be that prevalent except for King Mont, so that's actually a pretty good strat. Some of the top players are doing Zazan Greg, which is pretty strong. Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Greg will always be a thing in class matches, so we need to make sure that that doesn't screw us up too much. So it is a Tidus casting Haste into something else, so they seem to have a pretty good start at the very least. We're gonna start with our usual. Salire wants blood. Oh, Salire is insane. I fought her only once this season, and it was a Salire Quicken team, and we just barely managed to do something. It was super threatening. So they're a Sutekidani team with a Black Witch. So I guess They're both going to have slightly subpar damage because of the way they're spread in between physical and magical attacks, but it's still going to be a good setup. So, Immortal Spirit. We're just going to wait for them to come. It's an auto setup again, so there's no reason for us to commit. This time, I'll use a Heartlight Needles first. And then I'll deliver that to Elsie. Yep, Salire, Greg, maybe Nasha as the tank. Yeah, Nasha is the strongest character in terms of raw tankiness in the entire game. So she's pretty insane. Here's the thing that I'm not sure about Nasha being competitive is if you're playing manually. If you're playing on auto, I feel like she does the job pretty well. But in manual, she's definitely not such a great option. So, okay, I kind of don't like that enemy start. Let's see what we can do here. We can give Elsie a double turn-ish. Is the Black Witch going to be in range to do much? Not really, so that's not too bad. Yep, we'll do that then. So, Phoebe casts. Now, I need to use something that's instant on her. Otherwise, I'm in a bit of trouble. So, here's what we'll do. We'll move here, and we'll use Sentinel. So we're gonna bait a powerful attack from the enemy Black Witch and somehow survive it. I think that's a pretty good start. Using her as an Ice Car Synergizer. Oh, that's interesting. So what does the Black Witch do? Is she not doing anything? I thought she would be casting something at that point. Oh, she is currently casting, so that means our Sentinel has expired. But it also means that we'll be able to walk away of her attack, so that's pretty interesting. I'll just use the Law of Geoassimilation. I can't because of the height difference. Okay, well then it's going to be Devitalizing Glint into moving back. So she'll just miss her spell. Because I would prefer to see her hit somebody like more over something else. Well, we're actually just gonna Jamming Thrust. Nah, Astral Guidance, we can't lend that. We're just gonna Jamming Thrust her then. Counter Energy again? Okay, she's gonna have infinite AP. Now, they could be doing a Quicken themselves, which is probably what's coming on, unless they have the heals turned up, which I think might be the thing. No, it is a Quicken. So Black Witch has one more chance to cast, but she can only reach or more, which barely does a scratch on us. So far, so good. Unless you get Barret. Yeah, it's not impossible, but your odds are pretty low if you're not pulling for him specifically. Can I? I can't. That would have been so fun, but no. And that, at that point, I mean, sure, might as well cast that, I guess. But I don't know that it's going to be super useful. So, Moore gets the extra turn. What is she going to do with it? She can move all the way here and then drop the LB on both. So, boom, one-shot Tidus, finish off the Black Witch, and at that point, the match is basically over. Well, yeah, because their Phoebe is Time Mage sub, not White Mage, so she can't stay alive longer. Hey, thank you for the follow, King Rudoria, and officially welcome to the channel. At that point, we want to catch Phoebe, so we're going to use our Fleetfoot passive, well, TMR, and try to reach. So, back from the top view, running across the map. Phoebe is casting Haste on herself. Sure, you're the official War of the Visions Lurker? Well then, that's a pretty cool title. At least you have an official title. So, welcome then. So, I get you're usually the one that's watching every single stream then? Wait, Sock, thank you so much for the sub. That's very appreciated. Do I cast that in time? Yes, I do. Okay. You like to watch? Okay, well, you know what? That's very fine. I'm typically a stream lurker as well. I don't always appear in the chat, but I just enjoy being there and watching. So, I understand how you feel. Final match of the grand season, where we got worse performance than in many of the seasons, but we'll do our best to catch up for the next ones. The ladder is going to be reset in following moments, so that's going to be a lot different. You hope we don't fight Frey or something? Well, we're fighting Vest Mungo. And Vest Mungo is playing Valentine Salire, as we were talking about her being a very strong unit. That's what we're seeing right now. So it's double ice, normal Mont. Normal Mont could be a Keenblade user, so that's a thing. They have Starlit Tryst. Isn't Starlit Tryst more of a physical card, though? Because their Salire has an insane amount of magic. She's probably not equipped with a physical VC. So, let's see. Oh, she's using Black Rose. So, their team has more agility than ours. We have to be afraid of that.
See the ebb and flow.
And they're gonna have pretty strong damage overall.
Are you okay? I feel stronger already.
Okay, now we can actually take a good look at them. So, they have Salire, right? Low survivability overall. She's probably going to get one shot by her magical attacks. Maybe two shot with her 30%. Oh, she's only 70 faith. Interesting. So they're giving up some damage for some magical survivability. Then this guy, 1100. Yep, that guy's going to be a lot harder to kill for us. Yeah, it's basically a Velvet card on Auron, which feels like it's a strong combo. So it's not an issue at all. Then what? We have Mont, who is really more there at a tank with 500 attack. He's not going to do much for his team. And she used a buff already. What was that? The physical shield. I wonder why they would use that against her team. Either they didn't figure out what we do or didn't care much, but that's going to give us a little bit of an edge.
I know how this
So, 61 a G, how cute is that Mont? That Mont does not want to play. He's there as a trophy. You're keeping the prince a trophy for your match, I guess. But yeah, at 71, he eventually goes, but he's definitely the slower of the bunch. Especially, it's surprising considering they have the agility up card. Oh, so it was not a Keenblade Mont, and Auron doesn't equip armor, so he can't have it. Well, he already used bells too. So the only TMR we haven't seen is Salire's, who now has 1400 magic with the magic buff. So we have to be very wary that when she comes in, she's gonna hit very hard. We have enough time to add a Speed Force to the mix at that point. Elsie is gonna go before it resolves though, but that's not too bad. So we're gonna cast it on the panel. Yeah, the Cabbage Salire, I think. Yeah, she's got 70 faith, so she's going to be a bit weaker than what her stats would make us think. But against us, it might be an edge because she will be taking less damage from our attacks. So she will actually survive a single hit. 2, no, but 1, yeah. And as it was pointed out in an earlier stream, Valentine Salire, unlike Garvel, doesn't have Magic Reflex in her kit. She only has a physical reflex. Oh, Pugilistic Mastery. That might be an issue. He's going to be very damagey. Are they in range now, or can I keep casting my stuff? I guess I can keep casting my stuff, because they're still pretty far away for now. And they don't have access to a Quicken, but they have Time Magic. So Valentine Salire is now hasted. I have more mobility. This girl has cast her main buffs at that point. So I think Law of Preservation would help us survive one of them's attack. Or I can move here and just use Sentinel. Pretty sure I'm still not in range though, so I'll just use Law of Preservation instead. And if I am somehow in range and did not expect that, then my bad. It's gonna be a misplay for me. I guess it's better to cast that on Elsie then. So we'll do that. And then should we keep her there? I'll move her forward. Nah, I'll keep her. You dubbed this team the Sea Turtle Squad on Quicken Steroid. Yeah, Tristan, I'll be honest, I feel like I've been turtling a little bit too much to get my buffs up, but I don't see why not. There's so many rush strategies this season of players that want to kill you as early as you can, that making a team that's designed to stay in the corner until the enemy team comes to them felt like a natural fit. I want to see the map. Okay, got it. Oh, I can't reach anyone. That's a bit sad. Should I just Sentinel then? Or Fleet of Foot? You know what? I'll just Sentinel. Forgot I was doing slot 1. Should have saved Orb to snipes in it. I got sniped by Zoc. I would not mind being sniped by you as well. It would be pretty funny. Alright, let's see what Auron does to us. Now, he has a chance to attack. And then they have this guy. Yeah, this guy, this girl. You're regretting it now? If I move here, I can't hit, which is a bit sad. I wish I could. What should I do then? That's putting me in Auron range, which feels like it's a mistake. I think I'll just go here for now and wait. I'll use bells. Nope, too late. Gosh, I'm so bad at skipping turns. It happens too often. So he could go and grab the crystal while hitting my LC. But if he does that, he's hitting me during a Sentinel where I have 91 defense, chooses not to attack, which is surprising. But at that point, he's getting in my range for sure, so I can start attacking myself. Hastes both. I think I have my bait on LC. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm hoping they will hit LC and then die. Immortal Spirit. So this guy can't die anymore, which is a bit sad. Now we can layer in a double turn for more though, because we skipped a turn. So let's pretend it was just us preparing our CT. So Moore is gonna take 1 turn. Then Salire will go, but Salire cannot one-shot Moore, as far as I know. That guy is still out of our range, unfortunately for us. What can we do before the Quicken resolves? I don't think we can do anything but bells, so we'll just use that. There we go, and then we're ready. We'll be attacking Valentine Salire. She has 2 choices. Either she hits our LC with a pretty heavy attack, but she still has 53 spirit right now, so it's not going to be a kill, I think. So chooses Bombardment of Love. Yeah, the turn skipped played us a mind game into Quicken. Wait, that almost one-shot us. That's such an insane amount of damage. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, fortunately for us, we're not... Oh, it dispels before damage. You're right. So that's what happened. Okay. Well, now we can drop the Astral Guidance on both. It doesn't kill, and we might lose more immediately afterwards. But it's heavy damage, and it will reduce their water resistance on both. The alternative that I could do is Jamming Thrust Salire and then move back to my Phoebe, so I can get another Quicken. Yeah, the CT increase is also pretty bad. Now, here's the thing. They might try to kill Elsie before she goes, and not realize she has Immortal Spirit. I will want my Elsie... Okay, chooses Tornado on Elsie as expected. That's still not going to be a kill because of Courage, which is perfect. Now, Elsie will be able to finish off Salire and then get Quickened. So that's pretty strong for us. I need an instant cast ability like this one. So, bam, Salire is out. Then I can move back to my Phoebe's Quicken range and take that. So, there we go. It does resolve before Auron goes, so we're having that right now. And then we can move back in and hit both, maybe? No, we can't. So since we can't hit both, I'm actually just going to stay here and use... can I use that before he plays? No, I can't. So it has to be instant cast. He's probably kicking himself for that LC targeting. Yeah, I think he just forgot about the Immortal Spirit, Zoc. Because it would have obviously been a better decision to... knowing that there's Immortal Spirit as part of the mix, it would have been better to hit my Moore. And I'm pretty sure that Auron would have had a shot at one hitting my Moore. But it was a pretty fun match to finish the season with. So let's see what our pre, like just slot 1 ranking is. Let's say 403. No, 346. By the time the other slots are played, we'll be in the top 500 at best. Rage quit? Well, maybe, but the match was really over at that point. There was nothing Mont could do 1v3.